Why is it so strange to get married and keep my surname in 2021? I still don't understand why you won't use your husband's name, one of them said, pointing to the section of a form where I had indicated my marital status. Because it is his name, not mine, I replied, completely taken aback by this unsolicited opinion. Unfazed by my blunt response, the questions about why I so stubbornly was choosing to keep my birth name continued for about 15 minutes. I should have been shocked by the topic of discussion, but I wasn't. I got married in October 2020, and as soon as the fuss from the ceremony died down, I was faced with a barrage of questions from friends and family about when I planned to adopt my husband's last name. So, what's in a name? The reasons women adopt their partner's names of course differ. Some women don't like their birth names and can't wait to trade them in. Others, aware of the laws that make it difficult to travel with minors who don't bear your surname, make the change so they share the same name with their children. In South Africa, for example, even when not divorced or widowed, a parent wanting to travel with a minor is required to present a slew of documents. I chose to keep my birth name because I like it. It is the name I've had my entire life. All of my career highs and lows are associated with my name. My achievements, failures, and experiences are all contained in this name. Whatever an individual's motivations, it's important to understand the origins of this practice before citing tradition as the reason to insist on it continuing. Instead, the Yoruba are named using descriptors such as the circumstances of their birth, the name given to them by grandparents or parents, or their praise name, a name, usually heroic, that expresses what a child is hoped to become. Later, a name that described the person's work may be added. It wasn't until British colonization, which began some 2 centuries ago, that this naming system slowly crumbled. Interestingly, surnames were themselves not common in England until the 13th century, and even then they were considered less important than Christian names.
It has been documented that at this time, in some cases, especially in the upper classes, men took the surnames of their wives. Then, as Deborah Anthony writes in the Columbia Journal of Gender and Law, English women underwent an extended period of decline in rights and status, with the most pronounced and abrupt shifts taking place in the early modern period beginning about the middle of the 17th century. Keeping up appearances. Research published at the end of 2019 by academics in the UK and Norway noted that even in an age of women's emancipation, marital surname change is a striking example of the survival of a practice emerging from patriarchal history. Its authors found 2 broad reasons women continue to change their names even in societies where they imagine themselves to be otherwise emancipated. Societies often label women like me who choose to go against the norm as disobedient or defiant. But I am not interested in being either of these things. I simply want to bear the name I've chosen without judgment. I want to continue on this journey with the name I have so far traveled, the one that has won awards and made mistakes. If the women at the immigration office see this as an act of rebellion, so be it. Read more as equals columns from women writers.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe,